As I'm aware of black, then I'm coming out of my body at an angle, and I can see myself from an angle. And from that angle, I could see then the doctors, I could see the nurses panicking a little bit, and they were trying to get me back to life, really. So, but I'm not concerned. The soul is naturally just feeling like it's what's happening, and just getting my bearings, just getting to know where I am. So I'm looking around, thinking like, okay, that is my body, like it was like my like an item. It was not really like attachment too much. It's not my soul's not going like, oh gosh, I need to go back into the body. It wasn't like that. I wasn't panicking. So I'm looking at my body, and as I'm looking at my body, then I started then to notice, because with a soul you're able to see a little bit more. You can see like 360. So if your attention goes on to another area, that's where you'll then look. So my next vision was that I'm seeing three beings coming down towards me. It looked like it was like a portal. So it was like a wall on the theatre, but it had like a greenish, bluish, jelly kind of look about it. It was very translucent, so I'm looking at these beings coming down, and as they get more nearer to me, that's when we could actually communicate with each other. So when they're communicating with me, they almost like said, I know you, you know me. We almost like recognized each other from previous moments in our life. Naturally, my soul felt, oh yes, I know them. I felt very connected to them. So I wasn't concerned about seeing these beings. So when I'm seeing these beings, they're communicating, saying, do you want to go away from here? Almost like a question to me. And as I'm agreeing then to go to the next realm, then I go whoosh, and it's like a big zoom through a portal or a wormhole or something like that. But it's very instant. It's very, very quick. And then I'm going into the next realm. The next realm, it's described to me, I describe it as more like a home. So I'm feeling like it's a place that I've been to before, but also the kind of feeling of like, this is also a little bit new. It's hard to describe, really. It feels like it was home, but yet it was still places like, oh, I need to get my bearings again to this place. So it felt like that a little bit. So the beings that came to take me to this realm are still with me throughout the whole experience. So as I'm looking around at home, then I'm noticing there are in the sky, because it's not like a land and a sky though. There's nothing hard to hold on to. You can't touch anything. You got no hands. You got no legs, you got no real facial features. Basically, you're a soul being. A soul being, it looks like it's got almost like a head shape, and then like a shoulders shape, and then it starts to fizzle out a little bit, really, to be honest with you. But you can also change shape, I believe, a little bit. The reason why I say that is because I saw souls in the air having a game with each other. The next part is where I had a life review. The life review was very, very deep. The life review was very, very intense, and it was basically a moment where I could be in past, present and future. And now to make that happen, it was almost like I'm looking at a well. And it was maybe some people thought it looks like a well or a TV, a big cinema screen. I personally felt it looked like more like a well. So as I'm looking at this well, it almost then comes into me. So we basically connect to each other. So I'm able then to see the past, the present and the future. Without that well, I felt like my soul naturally could not do past, present and future. It had to have that well to make it happen. So again, my my soul guides are with me still, and so as I'm looking at my past, present, and future, past, I could see previous, deaths. Really, it wasn't really much about lives. I could see previous deaths. So one death was very horrific, and it was looked like a Greek time or Roman time, and I could just see a wooden spike or spikes, and I'm dying on this like bed of wooden spikes. I saw one, spike coming through my chest, and I'm obviously then dying that way. Then I saw one or two other ones which were not as gross, but I remember seeing one which was a fight in like a village instance. It was some kind of a fight between me and another village person, and in that fight I basically died. So that's another one I recognized. Then I can then also see past me. So when I was younger, when I was in primary school, because I had spina bifida and having really recognisable disability, I got bullied a lot. So that meant that I was having bad times in school. So in a way of my younger age, I was only about 7 at the time when I really was heavily bullied. And I thought maybe then I could change that a little bit. And I thought, okay, I will become the bully. So I bullied for a short time. It's not the best time in my life, obviously. I don't agree that I should have done that. But my 7-year-old self thought it was a good way to get power back and control. So yes, I bullied for a short time to some children. And so when I'm seeing this life review, I could see their feelings, I could see their confusion, their hurt, their pain. And so that makes me feel that if I'm hurting you, then I'm hurting myself. So I'm, is in my own adult self now, what I'm trying to do is not hurt people. Obviously, that's one of the challenges in human life as well, of course. You can't be nice all the time, and if you are too nice, some people will try to abuse that as well. So, but anyway, so I recognise that we all share the one consciousness, and that we are hurting each other if we hurt, another person. So, and then I was seeing present. I could see my parents in the kitchen. Some people ask the question, okay, so why are your parents in the kitchen and why not in the hospital? Because I was 14 at the time, I was very mature. I had lots of operations, and my instinct would be that my parents would be okay at home, because they knew that when I came out of hospital, out of the theatre, that I would then give them a call to say, everything's good, I'm happy, come over to see me now. So my parents were, obviously aware that I would be quite happy, and, I'm very mature to go through the operation at 14. So I'm looking at the kitchen and I could see their thoughts. So their thoughts were about Paul's having his operation, and I wonder how he's doing. And I could feel their thoughts about, I hope he's okay, all that thoughts. And also they want to make nice food for me, because one of those things that I liked in hospital was that they brought me nice food, because some of the hospital food when I was 14 wasn't the nicest. And believe it or not, I was actually quite thin. Anyway, I've added a bit more weight on since then. But anyway, so they made some nice food for me. And so that was good. So that was in that moment. Then the next moment was that I saw future. Now it was very hard to understand the future because obviously I'm 14 and I didn't understand it was a near-death experience when I came back from the whole experience, because I never heard of near-death experiences until 20 years of age. I saw a documentary, and then I thought, okay, these instances are very, very similar to what I felt about coming out of body, life review, and all that kind of thing. So I felt that, the near-death experience was something that I also had from that. the future wise, I saw myself driving and being very, very happy about driving. So when I was 14, I thought I won't drive. I thought because I've got a disability that I might be having taxis and my parents driving me, but I never thought I would drive. But anyway, 17 years of age, I managed to get passed in a automatic car, and and I got really happy and excited that I'm driving, and that was the feelings that I had as well in this near-death experience life review. The experiences of being really happy that I'm driving. Definitely to treat each people with respect and dignity, and try to not hurt each other is one lesson I learned. Also, I think about reincarnation. I do feel that we do get reincarnated. A lot of people ask, why do we keep getting reincarnated on the earth, and is it a trap and all that kind of thing? The soul, instinctively, I feel that the soul has a wish to keep learning, and it's not the best place to learn. This earth is very hard, and maybe there is the element of yin and yang. Everything's 50-50. There's good, there's bad. To recognise the good, there's got to be bad in the world. So, what people that do ask, so why do you want to go back to such horrible places? But again, it depends on where your focus is, and if you're constantly focusing on the negative, then you're going to be obviously seeing that. And so it's best to have one foot in both sides, see the good and see the bad if you can. That is definitely one lesson I feel like I'm learning. And I would like to thank all your guests, I would like to thank all your viewers for listening, and thank you for all your comments.